Hello, I'm Dante and I have cerebral palsy. And I'm going to bring you a series on my disability, cerebral palsy. This is going to be the first video. I'm going to run through a basic overview of how it affects me directly, because I have mild cerebral palsy. There are people with cerebral palsy who are in wheelchairs and can barely speak. I am obviously not one of those people. My cerebral palsy actually affects my entire left side to varying degrees depending upon where you're talking about. Like, for instance, the most noticeable effect it has on me is my left arm. You've probably noticed it in previous videos, or if you've seen me around in real life, you'll notice that I have cerebral palsy, because if you see me around or any place, you'll notice that my arm is a bit crooked, usually. I notice it a lot in videos and pictures of me. I notice it right away that my arm is not straight. It also affects my leg, and it affects my ear. I am actually deaf in my left ear, but physically speaking, my left ear is fine. In fact, my entire left side is fine. There's nothing physically wrong with my left side at all. What cerebral palsy does is it's sort of like a disconnect from the brain. It disconnects physical parts of your body from your brain to some extent. I can still use it, but not as well as a normal person. It'd be like an old TV or radio where it will cut out a little bit. You'll get a lot of static, but you'll hear a little bit of the radio station. It's kind of like that, but only with my entire left side. You'll notice the difference between my left arm and my right arm. You'll notice that my left arm is thinner, mostly because my left arm has atrophied, because I cannot use it as well as a normal person, so it just kind of atrophies. That's why there's not as much muscle and stuff like that. It's because I can't use as much muscle as a normal person can in my left arm. The muscle would be just fine and just like my right arm if I did not have cerebral palsy. But since I have cerebral palsy, I can put my arm like this, so it's completely somewhat past it. But on the other hand, it's atrophied in such a way that I cannot pull my arm fully outstretched. This is about as far outstretched as I can put my left arm. Can't really do much more than that. As far as movement, this is about as much movement as I can do with my left arm. I can do this and that, and I'm trying to wiggle it, but I can't. As far as the way it feels, I feel this part feels a bit numb. Not completely numb, but it's a bit numb. And by numb, I don't mean that tingly feeling when you sleep on your arm, when your arm falls asleep or something like that. I mean, I lack feeling in my left arm. As far as my leg, you'll notice that I stand a bit differently in the foot with each foot. I don't stand like a normal person. My left foot is a little bit at an angle a lot of times. That's because my left foot doesn't want to stand like a normal left foot. I can walk just fine. I'm going to show you how I walk. I don't walk like a normal person. You'll notice that I somewhat limp when I walk. That is an effect of my cerebral palsy having a little bit of effect on the way I walk. It affects my entire left side, as I said. I was just showing you a little bit about how it affects me physically. I think that's about it for this video. I'm going to do more in this series of videos to explain a few things, like for instance, how I was bullied in school and the social impacts and stuff like that of what cerebral palsy has done to me personally. In this video, I wanted to focus on how it affects me physically. Some are a lot worse than I am, and that's why they call what I have mild cerebral palsy. I know of people who have the same physical problems with cerebral palsy I do. I know there are people with cerebral palsy that only affects their left side. Oh, and another thing, since now it's coming up right now, I have a tendency to drool because it also affects the left side of my mouth. So sometimes I'll uncontrollably drool because of my cerebral palsy. I think that's about it. I'll catch you next time on this series on cerebral palsy. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped somebody in some way. Please subscribe if you like this. Like it or subscribe. Share this with people if you think that it might be useful. I hope this was at least interesting to those of you who watch this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.